As I stepped out the stage door, the glow from the casino was lighting up the desert, and the door swung open and the people came out, and the sound of money, laughs, music poured past them as if there was just too much hilarity inside to stay bottled up. It was out of my way, but I felt like walking through there for the sheer joy of knowing I could. The deputy sheriff standing just inside gave me a big, "Hiya, Sam." I waved and kept moving through all the action. I passed a wall of slot machines, the dice tables, blackjack. "Hiya, Sam." "Swing and show, Sammy." "Here, make room for Sam." "No, like, man, thanks, not tonight, man. Can you dig? I got to run into LA. I'll catch you, like, tomorrow, man." I loved the way the crowds opened up for me, and I circled the room twice, getting loaded on the atmosphere. They kept us away from the other times we played Vegas, when there'd be a law against us. Would have been, "Sorry, but you're not allowed in this casino, you understand?" While the other acts had laughs and gambled, we went back to the colored side of town and we understood. But now we didn't have to understand. The joy of it swept through me every time I walked through that door. Two of the chorus chicks were standing at the roulette table, waved, and made room for me between them. I had no desire to gamble, but people were gathering around to watch my action. I dropped 5 $100 bills on the table. Like, man, can you put it on the red dot, man? Like the one that's red, please, alright? An excited murmuring rose around me. "Sammy Davis!" "He's Sammy." "Sammy Davis!" The chicks were grinning, digging my big-time move, man. The dealer spun the wheel. I shook my fist at him. "Man, if you yell black at me, there's going to be a race riot, man. Can you dig that?" He got a laugh. I lit a cigarette and I took the first drag, and the ball clicked into the red 6. The dealer matched my money with a huge stack of old chips and pushed it all back to me. I split my winnings, slid one pile of each to the girls, playing it Cary Grant on the French Riviera style. With a little bow and said, "Thank you for bringing me good luck, ladies." I turned around and rode away on their gasps. Walking along the corridor to my room, I intensified the satisfaction, the bittersweet of contrast, concentrating on the emotionless faces, remembering the matter-of-fact voice. "You can't stay here. You'll have to find a boarding house in the, other side of town." Now they wanted us enough, so they were breaking their rules. We were bigger than Jim Crow. They were paying us $7,500 a week. Best money we'd ever made. But that was the least of the payoff. It was as though a genie had materialized out of show business and said, "You're going to be a star, and anything you want is yours, man. Like, you're as good as Joe Schmo." And he handed us a solid gold key to every door that had ever been slammed in our faces. I sat in an easy chair in my living room, absorbing the acceptance, smoking a cigarette, enjoying the luxury of the suite, and picturing myself in the middle of it. I showered and called room service for a hamburger. There was a knock at my door. One of the chorus kids was standing there wearing a skin-tight blue jeans, if you know what I mean. I laughed. "They've got crazy room service here, man." She laughed too. She didn't understand the joke, but she laughed anyway. That was the part of it, man. When you're making it, you get laughs with a "Good morning, chickie baby." Charlie was waiting in the car in the front of the hotel. "Baby man, like, you can drive the first half of the drive there while I'll catch a few hours of sleep, man." I climbed in the back seat, got comfortable, and the car rolled down the strip toward the highway. I saw the big neon sign flashing my name across the desert. I could smell the brand new leather as I rested my face against it and kissed that expensive seat with all the love I had for everything it represented. I was glad to take over the driving. Nobody's invented the booze that will give you the kick like the first few times you drive your first Cadillac convertible. I pulled onto the highway and let the car swallow up the road. The sun was coming over the mountains, and I saw the night leaving, the day growing bigger, brighter every moment. It was one of those magnificent mornings when you can only remember the good things as always. Nothing as bad as ever happened.
I would like
I was
to do this
actively
medley of
aware
songs.
that
This first one.
the edge of the window was exactly right for my height, for my left elbow. My fingers filled perfectly into the ridges around the steering wheel, and the clear desert air was streaming in through the window as it was wrapping around my face like some gorgeous swinging chick giving me a facial. I turned on the radio, it filled the car with music, and I heard my own voice singing, "Hey there." Oh, God! What are the odds against turning a radio on? And it's the exact station for the exact moment when the disc jockey's playing your first hit. For a second, I was afraid I was getting so good that something had to happen to take it all away, but the car, the suite in Vegas,